Hello viewer, if you're on this video, you obviously want to learn Lei Wulong and you have no idea what you're doing and you need somebody to teach you some basic stuff, and that's what I'm trying to do with this. I search on YouTube and all I see is like videos that say Lei Wulong super combo video, 50 hit combo, super damage, and that's all fine and good, but you gotta crawl before you walk. I don't see no videos that demonstrate the basic stuff for Lei Wulong, like the Lei Wulong 101. And so that's what this video is. I'm gonna show y'all basically how to do the basic stance transitions between the main stances, like snake and crane and all that stuff. And depending on the response this video gets, I might make another one that shows the advanced stuff, like how to do transitions while you're doing combos. But anyway, let's get started with the basic stuff right here. The first stance is snake. That's usually where everything starts at, and you got a couple ways to get into that. The first way is to hold back and push 2 and 3. Let's see. Wow, there you go. To cancel in stance, just hold down forward. You can get out of a stance without throwing out a move that'll leave you open for an attack. So you got back 2 and 3. That'll give you a side step to the right, and you go into snake. Now if you push forward 2 and 3, you can go this way. That'll give you a side step to. No, that's the right. Okay, I'm mixing up my left and my right. I'm retarded right now. Okay, forward 2 and 3 is to the right when you're facing right, and back in 2 and 3 gives you the side step to your left. Practice that a few times. If you got your PS3 or Xbox next to your computer, you can go along with me and practice it. Back 2 and 3, forward 2 and 3. So that's the main ways to get into it. This is the way I like to get into it. It's a lot easier, fewer button presses, and that's important when you're playing online with lag, because you know your inputs could drop and you'll look stupid. I do it, if you watch my videos, it's always hold down and push forward. 4. He throws out the low kick and then goes into the snake stance. That's the way I always go on snake. You never see me do it this way. Maybe if I was offline with a joystick. I play with a pad, so it's pretty hard to hit these buttons on a pad like that. So for me, down, hold down, don't let go of the down button, and 4, which is right kick, right to your snake stance. Okay, that's the basic stuff to get into snake. Now in snake, you can go to a couple of other stances. Let's see here. If you push 2 once and hold forward, you go into dragon. That's the key to most of the stance transitions. You always hold a directional button, and once you learn which button to hold, it's easy when you practice it. But one right punch, just tap 2 once and hold forward while you're doing it. Don't let go of forward, and you go into dragon. And you can go into other stances. Well, I'll probably leave that for the next video, because that is a little more difficult. You have to combo into it, but you can, you know, do your snake combo with 3 punches and hold forward and go into panther. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're holding forward the whole time you're in panther. But anyway, that's a little more complicated, I guess, if you're beginning. So we'll stick with the basic. 1, holding forward goes in a dragon. Now, if you push it, button 2, which is right punch 2 times, and hold forward. No, excuse me, 3 times. 3 times, you go into panther. So 1, 2, 3. Just keep your finger on the forward button or your hand on the joystick, press forward. That'll take you into panther. So 1 is dragon, 2 is dragon, and 3 is panther. I would consider dragon the number 2 stance. So let's see what we can do from that. You got a couple things you can do. You can either push, once again, you're holding forward and push 2. You go into tiger. From dragon, right punch while holding forward, you're in tiger. It's not so hard, huh? Let's see. Now we got another one we can do from here. Get back in the dragon. Let's see here. There we go. If you push button 3, which is left kick, holding forward, you'll get the low sweep and go into crane. And by the way, I guess I skipped this, but when you go in the snake, to go between the stances, you either push down, that'll go between most of them, to the right. When you push down, you go to the right. When you push up, you'll get a side step to the left and go through your stances. So we were in dragon, doing the low kick while holding forward, crane. So those are your 2 main transitions out of dragon. Either button 2, right punch, to tiger, or button 3, which is left kick, to crane. The next stance after dragon for me is usually panther, one of my favorite stances. This move right here is bread and butter. People usually fall for that every time. But anyway, we're just focusing on stances right now. When you're in panther, if you push button 3, which is your left kick, while holding back, you're not holding forward this time, you're holding back, you get the hopping low kick and it goes into phoenix. Hold back and push button 3, which is low kick, left kick, while holding back, and you get the phoenix. Let's see. That's really the only transition you have that's basic out of that stance, is the low kick while holding back to phoenix. So let's move on to tiger. Tiger is another good stance. I use this quite a bit. Not really a lot of stances you can get to out of that stance either, but if you do this kick right here, which is button 3 or left kick, and hold forward, you get the crouched snake stance, which is, you know, basically for show, because you can't really do a lot out of that stance. But push your left kick button 3 while holding forward, and you'll crouch and go to the sitting snake position. That's really the only thing you need out of that stance. That's, you know, basic. Maybe in another video I'll do some more detail out of it. And after your tiger, you have crane. A lot of lay players don't use this stance a lot when I watch them online, but I use it all the time. Probably a little too much. Out of crane, not really a lot you can do either. But if you push button 2, you'll get the back elbow, which takes you into your back turn stance. And I'm not really focusing on that stance in this video. This is covering the main stances. But that's really the only thing you can do out of that stance is button 2, which is right punch, and go in the back turn stance. So that's it for, you know, the main, what was that, 4 or 5 stances? That's the transitions. There are 2 more. This video is about to cut off, so I'll just make a part 2 and continue with the Phoenix and the Drunken. Check y'all in part 2. Welcome back, my student. Here to teach you the art of the 5-form Kung Fu. It's your boy SouthShallRise. I covered the main stances in the first video. In this one I'm going to do Drunken, and Phoenix. Probably two of the most unused stances that people don't really mess with. You got a lot of ways you can get into Drunken stance, but most of them are a little too complicated for a beginner, so I'm going to do the most basic one right here, which is forward, hold forward, and push button 3 and 4, which is both kicks at the same time. That's the most basic way to get into Drunken stance. There you go. Just like this. And to cancel out of it, just like with the other stances, you just hold down forward, which is, you know, diagonally down and forward. You can get out of it. Or down and back. Down, back, or down, forward. You can get out of that stance or any other stance without doing something like this, because that leaves you open for an attack. I want to get out of this stance. If you miss that, you're going to get jug up for 20 hits. So cancel a stance the safe way, just down forward or down back. Remember that. That works for any stance. Any of these stances. Okay, anyway, back to the Drunken stance. Basically, in Drunken stance, no matter what move you do, if you keep holding forward, you're going to stay in Drunken stance. That's button 1, which is left punch. Button 2 is right punch, which if you push it once, you stagger back. If you push it 2 times, you get the whole combo. That's 2 presses, but you're holding forward the whole time. You're still drunk. Once, fake them out. Twice, you get the 2-hit combo. Button 3, you get the low kick, and you're still drunk. Holding forward the whole time. Never take your finger out forward if you want to stay in the stance. Button 3, you get your low kick. Button 4, you get your back kick to launch. Basically, no matter what you do in this stance, as long as you hold forward, you'll stay drunk. That's the basics in this stance. Like I said, I'll do more complicated things if people request it, if they like this video. If not, I'm not going to waste my time. Anyway, finally, I'll do Phoenix. To get into Phoenix, you hold back and push button 1 and 4 at the same time, which is left punch and right kick. There you go. That's Phoenix stance. You won't see this a lot. A lot of players don't use it. But I like making a point of doing things that most people don't do. I've mastered a whole move set. So out of Phoenix, you got a couple things you can do. You can either push button 4, which is right kick, and that takes you into snake. Button 4, low kick into snake. You don't have to do anything to go into snake. It goes into snake automatically. You can, let's see what else we can do. That's basic. Really nothing else. That doesn't require a more in-depth knowledge of the move set. Just button 4 into snake. That's the basic. Or you can push button 1 and 2 at the same time. Here, take a drink. Now, taking a drink with Lei, most people still don't know this. Taking a drink restores some life. So if you're in Phoenix and you push button 1 and 2, both punches at the same time, I hate when it does that. So you take a drink and you go into Drunken stance. So you get a little bit of life lift and you go right into drunk out of Phoenix. 1 and 2. Get you some health, go into drunk, mix them up. Toss them up with some drunk stuff. You know? That little combo, that's a more in-depth combo, you know, gotta know a few moves to do that. I'll say that for another lesson. Anyway, those were the last 2 stances. Probably the 2 most unused stances. People don't mess with them a lot, like I said. Oh, excuse the phone. Anyway, that's basically it. You got your Drunken. Drunken is easy to handle once you get into it. Everything is just hold forward. Cancel out of it with down forward or down back. And you got Phoenix, which is basically the basic transitions are circle if you're using PS3, or button 4, which is right kick if you're using technical terms, into snake. and 1 and 2 into Drunken. And Lei has a lot more you can do. Like I said, he has your back turn stance. To turn your back, you just push back and both kicks at the same time. You can do things out of that stance, but I'm not going to talk about it since this is just the intro video. And you have all your ground stances. He has 4 different ground stances. I'm not really going to get into those in this video either. But every stance is different. You can mix up like crazy. That's one reason why I love Lei. When I first picked him up, I thought there was no way I would learn how to use him. But with time and a whole lot of losing, it became like second nature to go between these stances. So hopefully these little intro videos will give you a basic idea to get you started. If they help you out, and if enough people watch it and request some more techniques, I'll make another tutorial video and show how you can, do things out of the ground stances and the back turn stance, and show how you can go into stances from combos. So with that basic idea, go out, put it into practice, and become a Lei master so you can brag. When you get good with a character like this, you automatically get respect, and you deserve it. Check out my online videos to see some gameplay. I got plenty of them. I got about 80 videos up with matches. Some of them are better than others, but you can get an idea of how I work with Lei. Everybody has their own style with Lei. I never seen 2 play alike. So you can create your own style, but everybody has to know the basics. I'll holla. Hey, what's up? It's your boy back again. Said I was gonna make some more videos. Got a little free time, so I'm gonna show y'all a little bit more with Lei, stuff that I might have missed the first time. From now on, I'm probably gonna just, start throwing out moves. The first 2 videos that was real basic and slow, but I'm gonna assume that you've been playing with Lei a little bit, and you basically know his moves, or you can figure out what I'm doing just by looking. So I left off the last time in the Phoenix stance, and I missed a couple of things in that stance. Like, another easy way to get into it is hit left kick and hold back. That'll take you in the Phoenix. So left kick and hold back. Last time I said I mentioned back and 1 and 4 to do it. But just hit 3 and hold back, and you're going to Phoenix 2. And out of Phoenix, just hold forward, and he'll automatically get drunk. I missed that one too. I forgot to mention that. So hold back to go into Phoenix, and then push forward. You're going to Drunken walk. There's a few more that I might miss. There's so many ways to do things with Lei, and I don't have no notes and nothing like that. I'm just freestyling on these videos, just going through it. But let's go into some back turn stuff. Turn the TV down a little bit. Let's see. Turn that off too. Alright, to go into back turn, a few ways to do that. Back and both kicks at the same time, and you can walk in Tekken 6. You can move forward while your back turned is this time you can jump forward. So back and both kicks at the same time. Back turned. In back turn stance, if you push down and right kick, which is 4, and hold down, he'll go into snake out of it. So with your back turn, down and 4, hold down, snake. Practice that a few times with me, go along with me. Let's see what else we got. Back turn stance. That little combo right there, if you hold forward After he finishes it, you'll go into drunken stance. For some reason, I always mess that combo up though. There you go. It's a nice combo. Go get drunk after that. Hold forward. 3, 4. Hold forward on the last hit. You're drunk. Not sure what the exact name of that move is, but the buttons are 1, 1, 3, 2. 1, 1, 3, 2. Hold forward. Drunk. Back turn. I'm not going to go in no particular order this time. So another way to get in the drunken stance that I missed the first time is 2, 1 and hold forward. 2, 1, hold forward. 2, 1, hold forward. 2, 1, hold forward. Drunk. And as y'all can see, I'm going to move a little faster. Alright, let me get into some ground stances. Down and both kicks, you get the ground stance with your feet facing forward. These ground stances, they might overwhelm you to start off with, because every move out of them depends on which way you're laying and which way your feet are facing. So this is the most basic ground stance with your feet facing forward, facing your opponent. Out of any ground stance, push both punches at the same time and you'll raise up into drunken stance. Raise up, both punches at the same time. Out of back turn stance, if you push down in both kicks, you'll lay down with your head facing forward. That gives you a whole another set of moves. But same way, you can raise up with both punches at the same time. You're drunk, but you're facing backwards. And out of that, you can throw out a sweep or something like that. Another way to lay down, down in both punches. Down in both punches. You're facing the opposite side with your feet facing forward. You can do moves out of that one. Crazy, huh? A lot to learn. It's a lot to learn, man. If you want to learn lay and get good with them, you're pretty much going to have to cancel out any other character. You're going to have to get dedicated with this dude. And no matter who your opponent picks, pick lay. That's the only way you're going to learn every matchup. No counter picking here. This dude takes some time. So, you know, let's see where I was. Yeah, down with your feet facing towards your opponent. Down in 2 and 4 at the same time gives you the ground position with your head facing towards the opponent and your feet facing away. And down in 1 and 4, left punch and right kick gives you the ground facing. What happened to my music? It's not playing. Oh well. With your head facing your opponent and your feet facing away, laying on your stomach. All these different ground stances give you different moves. Y'all see me do this a lot, and it works a lot. When I'm on the ground with my feet facing forward, hit button 3, get that sweep. Catches people a lot. I guess they just don't know what to expect with lay. When you learn these stances, a lot of times, I'm not gonna lie, when I'm on the ground, no matter which way I'm facing or laying, I just hit a button and whatever happens, happens. But because I know the moves, whatever he throws out, I know how to follow it. I might look like I know exactly what I'm doing, but a lot of times, I don't know how he gonna end up on the ground. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't know where he gonna end up at. And I don't care, because I know no matter how he does it and whatever he throws out, I can see it and know what to do after it. But that comes with a lot of practice. Another way to get into back turn stance is with the cartwheel kicks, and that is a quick tap, X and then circle, Yeah, I'm using PS3 terms. 3 and 4. There you go. You can alter that move. One time, one kick. Push circle one more time, you get 2 kicks. Push circle 3 times, you get 3 kicks. So you can confuse them. They don't know how many kicks you're going to throw out. Let's see. And after any kick, if you hold down, you hit the ground with your head facing towards them on your back. And usually after that move, I followed up with something to try to knock them in the air, something like that. But that's another way to get into back turn stance or ground stance. If you don't want to get, now you can get hit. Another thing, you can get hit while you're in the ground stance with your hand on your head. But to get out of that, if you push triangle, button 2, you go into just on the ground. And they can't hit you like that. You won't take damage unless they do a low move. But in this position, you can get hit. You can get damaged. So remember that. You can get out of it. If you're on the ground getting beat up, laying like this, to get started with your ground stance, you have to hit button 2. And you can roll with the button 1. If you hold down and push button 1, you'll roll to the right. Just push button 1 with no direction of button, you'll roll to the left. Alright, this video is about to cut off, so I have to continue. See y'all in the next one. Alright, man, there's so much to cover with this dude. And I know I'm unorganized, but I'm just squeezing these videos in with the time I have. I got a busy schedule. And there was a request to make more, so yeah, I gotta bear with me. I was on the ground stances. Button 1, you roll this way down, and button 1, you roll to the right. Both punches at the same time to raise up and get drunk. Alright, let's see. I'm not gonna go over moves out of the stances. I'm still gonna basically go through the stances and how to get into them. I'm gonna start doing some more complicated stuff right here. Razor rush. I don't use this move a lot. I really don't. But it works. It'll keep pressure off of you. And it's another way to get into your stances. Every punch leads to a different stance. 1, holding down, is snake to the right. 1 and up, snake to the left. Right, left. What you think is next? 2 punches. You gotta count. You gotta know some math with Lei, huh? 1, 2, down. Oh, that's 3. Okay. 1, 2, down, dragon. 1, 2, up, dragon to the left. 1, 2, dragon. 1, 2, up, dragon. 3 is next, of course. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, panther to the right. 1, 2, 3. I can't count myself. 1, 2, 3. Oh, shit. 1, 2, 3, up. Panther to the left. 1, 2, 3. Down. Holding down. Panther to the right. 1, 2, 3, up. Panther to the left. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tiger. Down. I held down. I went to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, up, panther to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, up, panther to the left. Now 5 is crane, but that's a little more complicated. You have to hit a kick at the end of it. Right kick. Button 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, down. Crane to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up. Crane to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, let me try to go a little slower with it. I might be going a little too fast for y'all, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down, crane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. Crane to the left. Yeah, you can alter the speed. You don't have to, go as fast as that. If you go 1, you can time it different and you'll fool people because they don't know if you're going to stop or not. But that's real hard to do online. Just something to think about. This move right here, I love this move. That's one of your bound moves. It sets up bound combos. That's diagonally down forward and both punches at the same time. Now after that comes out, if you hold forward, tiger. Big setup. Y'all see me use this a lot. Classic. Classic right there. But people online are getting smarter and they expect that low move after that. So try to mix it up. Like maybe that and then that. Hit him with an overhead. Hold forward after that move. You'll get tiger. Let's see. Now, you tap forward to go into razor rush mode. If you hit right kick out of that, you'll start a combo, which is normally like this. Not sure the name of that combo, but y'all seen it. Tekken had this Lei had this combo since Tekken 2. But if you stop it right there, which is 4-1, 4-1, hold forward, tiger. 4-1 and hold forward. You're in tiger. Let's see. Yeah. Now do the same move. Just practice it a couple times. 4-1. Tap forward first. You have to, when you see him do this animation, you're going into rush mode. You have to be in rush mode to do this. So that's out of rush mode, 4-1, and hold up, dragon. Down, dragon to the right. Up, down, hold down. That's another transition. That's some more stance transitions right there. Like I said, hopefully y'all can pick it up by looking at it, because I'm not going to take my time like I did with the first two. That was the beginning videos. This is more intermediate, I guess. I'm just going to start throwing out stuff, throwing out these stances. Another way to get in the ground stance is falling tree. I think that's the name of this move. That's diagonally up and forward and 2, or diagonally up and back. You can actually jump back with that and get in the ground stance with your on your back with your head facing forward. Another easy way to get into a stance. Let's see. Do your launch move. This is another way to get in the back turn stance. Forward, forward, button 3. Forward, forward 3. After that connects, hold back. Just keep your back turned. Hold back after that. Back turn stance. This move is like one of your best launch moves right here. Set him up for some damage with that move. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, I left that out, but I noted it in the first videos. Just up and 3 gives you crane. You can go in both directions. You can go forward, up forward 3, or up back 3 to jump away. Something I had forgot to mention the first time. Trying to think of anything else that's not too advanced that I missed. A lot of this stuff I can't just remember off the top of my head. Like when I'm in a fight, I can do it all day, but just sitting here trying to think of how to do it is harder than doing it. Let's see. Nothing else is coming to me right now. And I know it will after I finish the video on that. I hate that. And I'll be like, oh, I should have put that in. But I went over your razor rushes. your back turned. Still not trying to get too into them, just still trying to cover some semi-basic stuff here. But yeah, like I said, if you want to learn lei, man, you're just gonna, watching these videos will help you, but you gotta get in there, man. You gotta go through these commands. Gotta go through your command list. And 168 moves. You have to pretty much go through all of them and see what they do yourself. Some of these moves, I don't think they even list all of them. Some of them I just figured out myself, like with the transitions. But once you get into a stance, the way I learned lei was I went into the stance and I just pushed every button separately and I saw what they all did. And you have to learn every move in every stance before you can begin to think about transitioning between them. You have to start with learning every move. And if that sounds like something that you don't want to deal with, that's okay. If you just want to mess around with lei, that's cool. But if you want to get serious, like the pros, you're going to have to put in some time, man. You're going to lose a lot, and you're going to have patience. And don't try it. When you watch leis online, when you watch other players, it's good if you see stuff that you add to your game, to your style, but don't copy. Don't just copy a move for move, because that's not going to work. Don't try to play exactly like Tetsuyo, or I guess he's supposed to be the biggest lei player. Don't watch his match and try to mimic every move he made. Because while he's doing that, he just knows how to play lei. So learn how to play lei for yourself. And if you see stuff other people do that you like, you can mix it in your style. But don't copy anybody, because that's not going to work for you. Alright, that's it for this one. So I'll probably see y'all again, make some more videos in the future.